Hello, hello. Happy
Hi,
Halloween.
hello. Is this working?
I don't
I'm not
know.
sure if it's working.
I'm not sure. We're giving away free terrible advice today, and we've started with always be late. It's rule number
We're
one.
not late. We it's working. Oh, okay.
Always be late
Okay.
and then deny it.
Yeah, why not? Because we weren't late. We were right on time. The right time is when we just appear here.
I like the attitude.
So it's a Halloween edition, and I've heard you have some music, or not? There is no additional music. Oh yeah, she just went away. Perhaps I should just also. Oh, you're back. Good morning, Edita. Yeah, whatever day of whatever part of a day it is at your place, we are happy to see you. Or actually, we can't see you, but we're happy that you're there. Please do say hello so that we know that you're there. We're doing this just to make you do something. Well, nothing else. And just wait a moment. Where is some? I need to just switch. Oh, okay, okay. I'll just go and make myself a bit of coffee, and here in a moment. Edicta, you can just proceed with it, right?
Yeah, I can start this up. Horrible
Yeah.
advice with the echo in the background. I think that shows how you should set up your sound. Make sure that people can hear you twice because that's the only way they're going to take you seriously. And I think it's quite a bad approach to be completely visible on camera like I am right now. It's much better to just see your ear like you can see now with my co-host. But I'm here to give you horrible English advice. So if you have any questions, I'm willing to answer them. And I'll start with the most important one, which I always tell my students, and that's not use any opportunities to use English. So I'm going to tell you the opposite of what user XDX23 said, and that's don't tell us anything in the comments. Don't say hi. Don't try to step out of your comfort zone. It's really uncomfortable, and I don't recommend it to anyone. Also, avoid English in any shape or form. Only watch dub movies and only expose yourself to your first language. If you have to use it at work, a very nice practice is to just prepare a presentation and read from it. That's something that a lot of people forget to do, but it works every time.
I'm sorry, I weren't listening. Did you ask me something?
No, I didn't. I was just dishing out some
Oh,
bad
okay,
advice
okay, okay.
to get us warmed up. What about you, Darko? What would you tell people to do to stay invisible?
No, I always like to see people when they're completely in the dark, so no one can see them, and this is really uh, a great moment when you try to see the person and you don't even see them. So I don't know how does it look at the moment?
Oh, it looks amazing. I've
Oh,
never
thank you.
felt this comfortable with my co-host before. I can finally speak with the spirits.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just put it back on the normal. And
Oh
yeah,
no, too much
too
light. I don't
much
like
light.
it.
Okay. Okay. I can turn it off. Wait a moment. Okay. I turned it off. Better now.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So one other I don't know how to say it. Pet peeve. How do I say when people start to hold these microphones with their hands because it's not supposed to be held with hand, and I couldn't find my dead cat to put it on. You know what dead cat is?
No
Is that
clue.
furry little thing that people have? It's
Ah,
usually
okay.
it's used only to fight wind when you're outside and so. But people like to use it inside with their microphones, so it looks fancy. This is my microphone, and it has something on it. So please do not, or yeah, we do have to give advice how to be your worst self on camera. Please do hold your mic in the hand, fumble with it all the time, just put it somewhere, it doesn't really matter, pick it up again and have that furry thing on it all the time.
Okay, I need to get myself one of these. Anya
Yeah,
has noticed that you've tried really hard to make your setup look awful. I think for you it takes
thank
a
you,
lot of effort.
thank you. Okay, now I have my coffee. I can also snack in the meantime. Why not? Why are you
That's a
talking?
great idea. I really love that idea. I'm sorry that I didn't think of it.
This is also great advice. You can just be snacking along while people talk with you on video, or present yourself that way that you talk in the meantime because you're bored, really bored. Why are they talking about something? And eat some snacks, drink something, cough in the microphone. It's really always great. When you need to cough, just find your microphone and cough in it. It's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things
It,
that my
it gives that
students,
personal touch there.
yeah, my students like to clean their
And
nose
always
on camera
jump
as
into
well.
somebody else's words so they cannot speak while you are there.
Yes,
Exactly.
and perhaps only show your
Oh,
eyes. This is a really good
only
one that
show
I
your
see
eyes.
during online lessons. It's a
And
nice
what?
way to interact.
And also the other thing is even better with this, but it's not working. Show your nostrils. It's a really great view from here. So you can do it this way because you cannot put your camera anywhere. So you put it on the desk and, oh, yeah, you're here. I'll speak to you from here above here, right?
Yeah,
Okay, let's quit this for a moment. It's
you
getting too
scared
ridiculous.
yourself.
I don't know. Okay, do you have some advice on conversating in English that would make other person feel really bad and want to run away from you?
Yeah. I can start with one for native speakers when they work in international teams. It's really good for them to use as many idioms as they can think of, and if possible, to
What is
string
an
them
idiom?
in a sentence. An idiom is an expression that is not clear from the separate words, such as
Oh, so it's what you said. Oh, okay.
beating around the bush, for instance.
Ah,
Someone might think that you're actually talking about a bush if they're not familiar with this expression. So if you're an international
shrubbery.
team, yeah, make sure that they understand your cultural references as well. So if you have a favorite movie or show that you like to quote from your country, make sure to use it in your jokes so that you can show your wealth of knowledge. and enjoy their confused faces. That's a really big one. And for the
Abbreviations
non-native,
are also a great thing to start saying. Am I right?
yes.
LOL.
Yeah, those are amazing. Jargon,
OMG.
yes. OMG, jargon, things that you find funny, you and your two friends. Those are the things that you should be sharing with the world. These are the first things to use, and even in small talk, I'd say it's always good to start big.
Mm,
Talk about your
okay.
favorite folk horror movie as a starter, especially during business
Which
meetings.
one is yours?
The Wicker Man. I'm a
The Wicker
classic.
Man. I don't
Over.
even know which one that is. The
See,
Wicker Man.
we're already engaging conversation. You can tell it's
Okay.
it's moving
Okay,
fluently.
I have an even better one that I'm sure no one has heard of. Uh, the translation would be Lady Butterfly.
Oh, the Serbian
Oh,
horror
fuck.
movie.
You've heard it. Ah,
Yes,
I
I
don't know.
watched it.
No, it's Montenegrin. No, it's
Yeah.
Yugoslav, actually, but
Okay.
whatever.
It scared our parents' generation to death.
Yeah, it was really scary. And it's scary that someone still knows it. Okay.
Isn't it just?
Okay, do we have any questions or where do I find
No,
this?
people are horrified.
Chat.
I am
People are
horrified.
horrified. Uh, Hi, Andy. Hi, Anya. We are horrified that we see you there commenting on our um, current show. We cannot believe that you're still here. We try very hard to push you away from watching this video. And
We need a better explanation for Lady Butterfly, Darko, it seems.
in the spirit of today's show, I'll say you don't need to know. It's better you do not know.
Keep it
No,
a
no.
mystery.
Yeah, keep it a mystery, and it's just between a couple of us who still know this movie.
I would also like to tell all of you in the chat that it's pretty bad practice to put your full name and surname in the chat. You're a bit too visible and exposed that way. So if you say anything
Yeah,
silly,
please do name yourself like I did, so nobody can figure out who the hell you are. And what is cursing allowed? Can we use this? Is this a good practice?
oh yeah, yeah,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, oh yeah, great. Oh, then I won't curse because it's not in the spirit of today's show. Okay, I won't. Sorry, sorry about that.
Tina said, fair enough. I'm sure
Right.
she's Googling it already because nobody ever listens to our advice. She's probably found the movie.
She's lying. She says she's not even googling it, so she's lying.
Amazing. If everyone was this attentive in all of our episodes, everybody would have their own video show by now. But I think it's a good thing that they're still invisible.
Yeah. Okay, so there it is. There. Just for Tina, you can Google it this way, and you'll probably find it. Okay, so one other thing for video and video shows is to have no idea what you want to talk about and just wing it completely like we do today. So I hope you're having a great time. We are just making a great job at not having any plan and just trying to come up with things at the moment.
Yeah, it's also it feels really comfortable for me to to do this freely, so I recommend it to
For this,
everyone.
I know you are lying. It feels completely normal to me, maybe, but not to you.
I'm enjoying it so much. I want to do this every week.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Okay, regarding, let's just get back to the topic. How can you scare your English teacher the most? With what kind of an action or language virtuosity? Inventing new words might be interesting.
Oh no, inventing new words is glorious. We love it. It's always
Oh, okay.
super fun. The way to, we are not easily scared, just putting that out there for all the teachers in the chat. But I think one thing that could be difficult for us, and I recommend you trying.
They're playing along.
They are. Darko promised that he would have them contact us during the show, and I'm
They
glad
even
that he did.
scared me, but they're playing along.
Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, have distractions like this. That's a good piece of advice that we haven't mentioned. But for English learners, yeah, if they are really dedicated to not saying anything for prolonged periods of time, and perhaps, the second step would be once they start speaking, just to use yes or no as their go-tos. So if it's possible to just say yes or no or not a bit, that can make us nervous. Yes. You're doing it
Yes.
really well.
I'm trying to follow your advice, so.
You're a good student.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, a good advice for teachers then is to have a stick and poke the students. That can be a good way to get them to react. Yeah, that's the sort of face they might
Did
make.
I hear this correctly? You want stick and poke at them? What?
Yes.
Is it any particular spot that you poke them in, like in the eye or in the ear, or how does it work?
You try to
If you're
avoid
not
those.
listening, you have this stick in your ear.
Yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Ah,
think
okay.
physical violence is now forbidden, so I can't give that as a piece of advice, but this is
Oh,
still acceptable.
oh. So if you're not
Practice is still
watching, you
good.
just poke someone in the eye, and it's still acceptable. It's not a big deal. Ah, no biggie.
It's an accident.
Great. Yeah. Okay. It was an accident, right? You
You
really
don't
needed to just point it really precisely to be an accident, but okay. It might happen. Why not?
um it's only for emergencies. Don't take me wrong.
Oh, these are accidents for emergencies. Okay, that are used by English teachers. Oh,
In an
I
online
need
meeting, you can just abruptly
I
end
need to
the meeting.
prepare myself for this emergency, so it doesn't happen to me. Maybe by a camera. Okay.
I can't do it here, unfortunately. I can just end the meeting or escape.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure. I don't feel secure at the moment. So okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's also part of it. You want your students to feel very unsafe, and you never
Mhm.
want to show empathy. Like whatever they're saying that's even remotely connected to their real lives, just ignore it and try to put it away. It's all about the grammar only. If they want to speak about anything else, just shut them up immediately. You can't get let that develop at all.
Yeah, and practice pointing the things in their eyes and ears.
Yes.
right? Because
Yeah. If they don't
it's
write a
just
novel
accidents.
about you as a horrible teacher, you've done nothing. You're not an accomplished one.
Mm, okay.
Traumatizing for life is the only way.
I can't wait to just go into some English seminar or just to study English. I'll try to find some new studies with it. Maybe not English. Is it with the other languages or other educations the same, or is it just with the English teachers?
I can't speak for the entire language community, but I think we all agree that violence is the answer to any kind of radical situation.
Of course, it's called spontaneity. Yeah, but you can also call it violence, but let's call it like it is. Your hand does something, and it just happens.
Yeah, yeah. This is just part of another piece of advice that I want to give, and that's to always be
Oh,
direct and just say what you think and believe. It's the best
always be
practice.
direct with your stick.
Yes.
Okay.
Command the room, command the room, and yeah, just say everything the way that it's forming in your head.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay. If not with your words, then with your actions. Great.
yeah. You understand it.
Ah,
I'm really glad that you get
ah,
it. It's advanced methodology. I didn't know if you would understand it.
you made me cry. It's so touching. But yeah,
Mission accomplished.
exactly.
I didn't
Is
follow
there
your
any
advice.
advice for students how to better react to such actions or such spontaneity? Never mind. By the teacher.
Yeah, 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 yeah. They should leave the room and they should stop learning the language. That's the
Oh,
ultimate goal.
should police be involved or? Uh,
I have to protect my community. No police. No,
no
no,
police. So no.
no
There's no
oversight.
use of it, and the there is no point in calling ambulance, police, fire department, whatever. No, no.
No, no, no. Just ignore that. Leave. Stop learning English. Stop using it. Stop exposing yourself to it. It's really dangerous, actually.
It really is dangerous. Learning this English is a really dangerous practice. So this is what I learned today, and thank you for it.
There's so many people out there who might understand you. The whole world. How scary is that? Like,
That is dangerous. Yeah, I think they understand it now.
absolutely. I was gonna say I didn't put peanut butter all over my camera because I wasn't sure how I would clean it later. I was a bit afraid, but
Oh, okay.
this was one other piece of advice that she gave me for that hazy look.
Yeah, why not peanut butter? But what I'd say, what would really scare someone like photographer or videographer if you'd have some sanding paper and just try to clean your lens with it. This would really scare me. Peanut butter could be cleaned afterwards, but this is permanent. This is great thing just to have a worst video or photograph image of you when you just clean your lens with a sanding paper.
Okay, I'll remember that. So is
Yeah.
that the way to scare a photographer, or is there
Oh
something worse that
yeah.
you can
Oh
do?
yeah. Just show him that you're going towards with him with towards his camera with the sanding paper. I'm sure they'll scare the hell of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you have some
Or a
photographers
bucket of
there,
water could be also
oh,
appropriate. Why
okay,
not?
okay. So this is always good to have in your meetings. Maybe balance it on top of your
Yeah.
laptop precariously. That's
Yeah.
excellent
Yeah. Yeah.
practice.
Yeah,
I'll
could be.
pretend that it's there.
But then again, you'll have to ask your photographer or videographer is if it's if his gear or their gear is waterproof, because uh, I've had some champagne bottle splashes in my gear and nothing happened, so I'm not scared by that.
Okay, so this one could fail.
Yeah, but sanding paper, sure thing.
Never fails. Okay. What about the sound? We had a nice little show of echo, of
Yep.
handling the microphone with your hands. What else can we do?
Well, the echo is a great thing. So whenever you can, do not use your headphones. Just put your speakers on maximum and try to bring your microphone as close as possible to the speakers when you're in a video call or something like that. So this is a great technique, so you won't be heard or you won't be interrupted, because the software in your video messaging software will just ignore what other people are saying and put them on mute. So this is a great thing, and they will be overwhelmed with your voice. Uh, Other things about the microphone is that you can always fumble with it a bit and try to play with it, especially on the desk or some hard material. So why not? I hope that is. I hope that is a sanding paper.
You'll never know.
I know it wasn't. I would know.
No, no, I just didn't touch it closely, but I
Oh,
have some here in my drawer for special occasions.
oh, you do have it. So okay, wait. So you came prepared. Right.
Of course.
So this is basically what you should do with the microphone, and maybe even just put it somewhere as far away from you as possible, so no one will hear you, and have dogs and other things just bark around.
Amazing advice. I really love that. Whenever my
Yeah.
students do things like that, I'm so happy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you were just thrilled when they went berserk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially because it makes it even harder for them to share anything personal and engage any sort of real conversation,
I
which,
think they wanted to share something personal. How can you say that?
well, I couldn't hear them.
Oh, okay.
I
Not
could
that
tell.
energetic, please, next time. So with a bit of emotion.
I
Oh,
wasn't talking
yeah,
about the
yeah.
dogs. I'm sure they had, well, probably wiser things to say than us today. I
Oh,
would
okay.
I would put money on that. I can tell that
Ah,
we made the audience go silent, which was the goal today. So I think this is
I
one.
think we did push them all away, and there we're alone at the moment, and that is a great thing because we accomplished the mission today.
Yeah, yeah, it's a very successful episode. It's amazing. And I think
Okay.
anyone who doubts what a horrible, non useful video looks like, they can have a good showcase today. Especially if you
Yeah.
put this in audio form, I don't think anyone's going to go past the first 2 minutes because that's proper torture.
Really? I don't
The
know. It
sound.
didn't. It didn't sound to me like that. It
No?
just sounded great. Why?
Okay.
So yeah, why not? What would you say regarding the language, but also maybe video? What would be a better way to make people mad? Would it be leaving too early? We're past that moment, but or just go on indefinitely because how should we end this? Should we end this on time now, or should we just add a couple of more hours?
Yeah, I think the best option would be to continue for at least 4 more hours.
Okay, because everything we say is actually very interesting today.
Yeah, yeah, it's a curse, isn't it, Darko, to be so like naturally interesting. It's
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Our viewers would agree with it if they would be still here, but they're gone. So yeah,
Yeah, they couldn't handle it. It's very difficult to handle all of this at once.
such perfection. I know.
Yeah, I know. This is also one of those things like I don't see people do enough is to talk about themselves in this honest manner about all
Hmm.
the yeah, all the burden of perfection.
No, really.
Yeah, yeah. I don't hear it from other perfect people enough that we also have struggles.
Oh, so how do you actually express it?
Um, Only like when I have spaces like this one to share it, I sometimes say it out loud.
Oh, please do.
Yeah, yeah, I used to do it in every meeting,
Hmm.
but it got a bit boring. I can tell that nobody understands it, so
But it's never boring to ourselves, is it?
that's true.
No.
That's
So
true.
knock yourself out. Why not? There's nobody there anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I love extremes. It's either that or never mention anything good about yourself. So you should live in one of these two zones. Never go anywhere in the middle. The middle is just not
Okay.
acceptable.
Would you say you are more invisible when you're actually not talking, or if you're talking too much?
Hmm. I think both of these options are uh, on an equal level. Like the opposites turn into each other. What do you think?
Oh. Well, I'd say when you're not talking at all, people start being interested in you. And if you talk too much, they just start to ignore you, and then you're really invisible. So I think it's better to talk all the time in the
Right.
spirit of today's show. So yeah,
Yeah. As long as you don't let other people talk over you, right?
no,
It has to be
no,
completely
no
filled
mercy.
space. Yeah.
You get your stick out of your pocket and poke them in the eye. They shouldn't be so rude to talk when you're talking.
Just a disclaimer, I work online. So I haven't found a good virtual stick yet. If anyone has any
There are
recommendations.
some remote electroshockers, you know,
Really?
to let you know. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay,
Writing it
okay. So
down.
you can send them to your students additional educational material, and which helps with learning even better. So yeah,
Okay. Learning
and
device.
then whenever they misbehave, there's this button, and
Okay. If they use any sentence that's not like John goes to school in business English, a, an exact sentence that can't be used in any context. If they try
John
to,
goes to business school. Could this be
hey,
used?
now I would shock
No,
you
no,
because
no.
that's too close to reality. We always need to stay in this perfect world of
John
sentences.
goes to preschool.
Yes.
Okay, this is better, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What if John has John Jr.? We made a mistake there, huh?
If John has John Jr., then we should probably talk about, I don't know, what's the most impersonal and irrelevant thing you can say about children, so that you make sure that the students don't talk about their loved ones, because that's forbidden.
Business.
Business?
Business?
Just business.
No children in business? I don't know. I'm not sure.
No children in business. Yeah, that's it. That's a good tip for the teachers. If your student
If it's not a
starts,
kindergarten business,
yeah,
then you're in trouble. Or ice cream. Or food. Toys. No.
yeah. I
There's
wouldn't shock you now. These
there's
disconnected
much
words
opportunities.
are, yeah, that's what you want from language. Just a string of words with no connectors. That's the ultimate dream. And if you could do it alphabetically, just read from a dictionary, that's basically, yeah, you've made it. You've become the perfect English speaker.
Okay.
And
Great.
also, if you could do it in a perfect native accent, but when I say native, it has to be like a CNN anchor sort of style. If you're not there, you shouldn't be speaking publicly.
Oh. Well, so you should be perfect or not open your mouth at all.
Yeah, basically.
No. Okay.
That's
Great
what we all
advice.
say as
Great advice.
teachers. I don't understand why people can't finally, accept this as the ultimate truth.
I've heard that there are some teachers that don't use the stick method, and I think they're really wrong. This is where it comes from.
Yes.
Oh,
We've all gotten soft as a society. It's
this is where it
heading in
goes.
bad
Just
directions. Yeah.
no, no.
I think people are trying to
You
connect
can't
with
have that.
everyone as well. It's sickening. People are reaching out to all kinds of different people, making connections as if that ever served anyone any good.
Yeah, and talking completely imperfectly.
Ugh,
Horrible, horrible.
horrendous.
Cannot
Stop
believe
it
it. And
now.
I can't be here anymore because it's too much for me. So I'll go now. That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's it for today. Have a great day. No, have a horrible day.
Have a terrible day.
Terrible day.